Well, another very happy Monday for the Brownwood Lions. I am Derek Stuckley here with Brownwood Lions head coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett on the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show. Another busy weekend, another big win for Lions football. So, Coach, how you feeling today?
I feel really good. Friday night when you're looking for a win, Saturday morning when you found one, always makes a weekend better. Recharges you a little bit, makes you want to go back to work and continue to grind. It's the same way for our kids. So we kicked off today putting Waco Conley in the past and focusing on Stephenville and one more opportunity for us to go out there and test ourselves before they all count, and that's district. So that was a great day today. Great win on Friday. I mean, all three phases of the game I thought we were successful at. The kicking game is strong with Junior Martinez does an outstanding job for us. Very accurate, very dependable. And the kids love him, man. I mean, he is a big part of what we do. And then our defense played what I thought was a great football game. They gave them one big run play, which most teams are giving them three or four. For us to hold them to one, kid's a good running back. I mean, he ran over a couple of us and took it to the house. Other than that play, I thought they did a good job corralling them, and offensively, I thought we controlled the line of scrimmage up front. 16-6 were two of the best defensive tackles I've seen all year, and for the most part, we handled them. We had no sacks. I thought Ike threw the ball extremely well. I thought we ran the ball well, and I thought when he needed to pull it and run it himself, he did a great job of that. So all in all, I thought it was a good, complete win for us.
One of the highlights of the game, which I think will probably be pretty important for y'all this coming Friday, I had a 16-play, 6-minute and 53-second scoring drive.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of talk about that in general and how important that will be, particularly Friday night against an explosive offense like Stephenville.
Sure, everybody's had problems stopping Stephenville offensively. They're very, very big up front. They have a great running back. They're just going to pound it inside the tackles, and they're going to take their yards. They're going to go down and score. They'll bust big plays. They're throwing the football a little bit more lately than I've seen them throw it. Matter of fact, if Wichita Falls Rider doesn't give them three big passes, get over behind the defense and give them three big passes, they don't win. But they're an explosive team. They're on a 21-game win streak. They believe they can win. They believe they can find a ways to come out of any hole that they're in. And so they're very confident. They're a very good football team, defending state champs, and they're ranked number one as they should be. Give them all the credit in the world. Someone's got to go knock them off, and that's our task to try to go down there on Friday and knock them off their throne. And for us, we believe we can do that. We believe we're talented enough. We do have some injuries, but, it's next man up, and they have some injuries, and it's just the way it is this time of year in football, and we're going to get after it. So we're excited about the opportunity. For us to be able to run the football is huge. Of course, we'll take a big play if it presents itself, but for us to maintain the clock, just like you said, and have sustained drives where we can drive down the field and put points on the board and keep the ball out of their explosive offensive hands is going to be huge. I think the special teams game is going to be huge. They have a great kicker. He's very comparable to Junior. Can kick the ball in the end zone when he wants, and he'll pooch it and get one over the line, and they try to get onside kicks off a simple pooch. Field goals, they're more than adequate at kicking field goals, so I think we're equally yoked in what we do. I think our defense is better than their defense, and I think our offense is as good as theirs. So it's what team's going to show up, what team's going to perform under pressure, and what team's going to go out there and be successful in all three phases. And I think, that's determined by the kids on Friday night when they play.
Your defense giving up 18 points a game, less than 300 yards. Once again, the adjustments as the game went on against Conley to shut them down after they had a pretty quick start. Just kind of talk about how that's just continuing to be the theme this year for you.
Yeah, Coach Jones does a phenomenal job of adjusting. As I said before at halftime, we were in an even front look for them that we started in, which is not what we've been doing. We felt like it was hampering us, so we went back to our odd front and just sort of played the defense that we play and let our kids play fast. And I thought, like I said, their running back was extremely strong. I mean, we rallied to the football the second half other than one play, and we sort of stymied what they were trying to do. Pass coverage-wise, I thought we did a great job of staying disciplined and covering the pass. So, and our kids believe. I mean, when you can get a kid believe he can do something, it's pretty powerful. So our kids are going out the second half knowing that they're going to dominate, and that's their mentality. We will dominate the second half, and they've been doing that. So it wasn't surprising to me when we came out and and kicked the ball off and won the special team spot, and it was 3-and-out for them, and we marched down the field and scored, and then we 3-and-out them again after a good kickoff. We 3-and-out them again. They snap a punt over the head. We get a touchdown off of a snap punt over the head of the kicker, and we expected those things to happen. We saw it on film, and it presented itself for us. We had people there ready to recover the football, so it didn't surprise me. It's real enjoyable when you can go up 2 or 3 scores after you're up by 10 already, and look up there and you got a 3-touchdown or 3-score lead, and at one point is a 4-score lead. So it's so much more relaxing and exciting and fun for those kids when they're able to do that. But all credit goes to them and their passion and them going out there and doing it. But they played some great second halves, and I think championship teams got to play great second halves, but you also got to play great first halves. And for us, I thought we put together a really good first half. Going down 14-7, adjusted what we were doing on the fly again, defensively, and then offensively. We didn't panic. We just said we got to go equal that, and we did that plus a little bit more. So I thought all in all, it's a great Friday night.
Right. Offensively, Ike and Thad seem to have a pretty good connection going there. Conlon's running like he always does, but we talked early in the season about the offensive line and their development and how important that would be. How do you feel they're coming along now at this point in the season?
I think from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I think they're a 7 right now, and that is good. I mean, I saw some really good things. Compared to their defensive line, which was one of their strong suits. I thought we ran the ball well. I thought we dominated them. For the most part, there was a couple times those guys got us, but you know what? They're supposed to. They're really good football players, and I told both of them that I was really impressed with them. But I think that they still have room to grow, which is positive. That 7 is a positive 7, because if I said we were a 10 and we were tapped out and there's no more potential there, I wouldn't be excited about that. But we're still learning and we're still growing as an offensive line, and we're just going to get better. And I think that once they do that, barring any injuries, that we can keep them together. They're going to be a force to reckon with in district. I mean, they're a powerful group of guys. They believe each other. I'll give you their names again. Left to right is Isaac Gray, great left tackle. Ron Aguinaga, guard. Chris Robinson's undersized center that plays with great heart and is very smart and gets the job done. Then you got Damian Sanchez at right guard, and you got Slade Espinosa at right tackle, and they do an outstanding job. You throw Taylor Besson in there as a sniffer tight end, or Trent Lofton, or both of them. I mean, we're pretty potent, so I'm really pleased with our offensive line and their development.
All right. We'll talk a little bit more about Stephenville Wednesday, but before we get off that, it's going to be a top 10 battle between Brownwood and Stephenville, which doesn't happen a whole lot. So
All right.
Just kind of talk about the excitement level for the kids heading into this game.
For us, honestly, it's another football game for us. It means absolutely nothing in our perspective is in what we're trying to do for the season, but it means everything in the fact that it's a battle of 377. It's bragging rights for the year. I want to mention this, we do a big FCA fundraiser for that game. Everything is a contest from the FCA fundraiser, where you can give at the gate, or you can go to Venmo it at Brownwood FCA and give money, and the team that gives the most money wins a trophy. You can do that at the gate. You can do it probably at halftime. You can do it before the game. You can Venmo it, and we've always done really well with that. I mean, Brownwood has won that FCA challenge, so I ask you to do that. But everything's a competition, and then for us, going out and playing the game, man, it's just like I told the kids, it's one more opportunity for us to test ourselves, to see where we are, whether we're in a great place or whether we need to grow more, or whatever the situation may be. But Stephenville is a good football team, but you know what? So are we. And it's just going to be another chapter in the history of the Battle of 377 with Brownwood and Stephenville, when Brownwood goes over there and knocks them off of their throne and stops their 21-game win streak. And that's the mentality that we have to have going into that game. Whether it happens or not, that's just yet to be seen. We'll see on Friday night, but they're a very talented football team. They're coached extremely well, and they're one of the Texas elite football programs. But we feel we're, getting back into that category as well, so it's going to be a fun time.
How's the health of the guys looking after the game Friday?
We do have Sam Coleman is not real active with an ankle injury. We're doing a lot of revamping what we're doing practice-wise during the week because of him. And Stevie Ramirez, the other linebacker, I got a leg injury. So Sam is, for us, is going to be day to day. I'm not going to tell you he's going to start at middle linebacker because my goal is to have him for the rest of the year. We plan on playing another 10 games after the season ends. But for him, after preseason, we plan on playing 10 games. But we got to have him in the district. We got to have him in the playoffs. So if he's not to a point on Thursday that we feel he can go be productive without the opportunity of hurting that thing again, then we'll play him if we can. If we can't, we won't. I think Case Markham will be back this week. He's going to take light reps. We'll see how it goes with him. I hope to go to the doctor with Jason Jackson and talk to the doctor myself and get an evaluation from him. If he gives him a green light to go, we'll probably use him sparingly. But yet I'm not sure that he's very questionable as well, whether if he plays this week or not. So we're sort of in the same boat as we have been. We still got some bangs, some bumps and bruises and all that, but there's a chance we'll get Case Markham back. There's a chance we'll lose Sam Coleman, So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be up to treatment and our evaluation of the kid. When I talk to Doc, or we go to the doctor and we talk to them and figure out what the situation is. But we'll make the best decision for our kids based on our goals. And it's to be honest, and I don't mean to say this in a negative way, but Stephenville is not our goal right now. Mm-hmm. Stephenville will be our goal when we face them in the semifinals. That would be the goal. Yes, we want to beat them, and we plan on beating them. Don't get me wrong. Don't mistake what I'm saying. But our goal, the most important game that our senior will play at this moment will be, of this season, will be against Big Spring at home. Mm-hmm. That'll be the most important game they've ever played in their life for those seniors. So that's sort of our focus, and whatever it takes for us to get there, we will do.
Before we get away from football, another good week for the sub-varsity team, so just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, let's go through that. Our ninth JV and combined team all played. Our combined team traveled to Belton and were successful, knocking off the Belton Tigers 30-6, so congratulations to them. They're 4-1 as well right now. Our freshman team dropped their first game in a while, so they moved to 4-1 as well. And then our JV team, freshman team lost 14-13. Our JV team won 13-12 and had to stop a 2-point conversion at the end of the game to win that thing. So congratulations to our JV. They're 5-0 still. Only group we got that's undefeated, unless you want to go talk to those 8th graders and 7th graders, and they're undefeated as well. So congratulations to all our sub-varsity groups. I think we're trending in the right direction. They play really hard. They play fast, and they expect to win, so I'm really excited about that.
All right. What else did we have going on the last few days, Coach?
May I say a lot?
A lot,
And
yes.
I'm going to try to slow down so that I can give these young men and women the credit they deserve. But our tennis team played Lampasas and did drop that match 9-10, but a close battle between those groups. Expect good things from them. They always bounce back. Coach Blasek does a great job with them. So just sort of a little hiccup, but they'll keep battling it out. Our volleyball team dropped their matches at Glen Rose. They're just in a period of growth right now. We talked about that all year long. I love what they're doing. I love the fact that they're listening to coaching. I love the fact that they love each other and they're playing hard. It's like I said before, we've been in that situation before. They're just a younger group, and they're having to learn and take their lumps now. And that's going to, bode for a better future for them, because those young ladies are getting a lot of experience, and they're having to face adversity early. And hopefully they can persevere through that and get them some wins. But I tell you this, they never quit. It doesn't matter what the scores of any game. Every game I've been to, those ladies fight really hard. So I'm really proud of that, because there's more to wins and losses there's more to it than just wins and losses. There's character and honor and commitment, and they're showing that for sure. So let me mark that off my list. And, of course, football won 52-21. Our boys and girls golf team kicked off their season. I think the girls finished 7th at Glen Rose, and our boys finished 2nd, which is good for them. They got beat by a private school or somewhere, charter school or something. It shot phenomenal scores, but when you can recruit across wherever you want to, I guess you're able to do that. So congratulations to our boys and girls golf team for kicking off their fall season. I think they got one more match. And then we did tennis, and then we got cross country, which I want to say is a pretty big deal. We go to Dublin, and our boys finished 2nd. Caleb Nelson finished 1st overall, and Luke Gray finished 6th. So congratulations to those two young men. They sort of been leading that team. Great senior leadership. And on the girls' side, they finally broke through and got their first win in the meet. So congratulations to the girls for finishing first in the Dublin FCA meet. They were led by Sydney Wyndham, finished first place. Kate Tyndall was 7th, and Brassy Lee finished 10th. So congratulations to the girls and boys track program. I'm really looking forward to their district event and all that. I think they're going to do extremely well.
All right, so what action do we have coming up this week?
Okay, on Tuesdays, the only thing we have early this week, Tuesday we have volleyball at Graham. That's 5, 5, and 6 o'clock. If you plan on attending those games in Graham, you got to go to brownwoodisd.org and then go to athletics, and then there will be a link to the website for those tickets at Graham. I'm sure that you can click on a QR code and pay for them at the gate just like everything else. Still not sure on Friday night's game at Tarleton. They do things a little bit different. We're working on trying to get that link. We don't have that thing done yet, but by Wednesday I'll have it for sure and tell everybody how they can get their tickets to that game as well.
All right. Anything else you want to mention today, Coach?
I do want to mention our cross country will go back to Dublin this week and running another meet at Dublin, but that'll be on Wednesday, so we won't have those results. But I did want to let everybody know that they are running again in Dublin on Wednesday, and of course football Thursday, Friday, and volleyball again on Friday. So NASCAR report, all I can say is Kyle Busch, his car won. That's all I can say. Texas, his car won. He's driving the number 8 next year for Richard Childress Racing, and it won yesterday. Did it start? Tyler Reddick just happened to be driving it, but it's his car, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I won. I got half win. Half win gets snow cone.
Works in golf.
It does not work that way. No.
I get half win. It's his car,
No.
so I get snow cone.
Okay.
All right.
Before it gets too crazy, we better thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Burner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Henrik Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Heartland Funeral Homes, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter & Johnson Associates, Smith & Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas.
All right, we'll be back Wednesday to talk more about Stephenville here on KOXE, KOXE.com, the KOXE app, and the KOXE Facebook pages.
Have a great day, Brownwood.